Yeah, hi, I'm Paul Archer, that's paularcher.com. The other day I was feeling a little bit naughty really. I was doing a presentation in a big hotel, lots of training rooms all around. And I thought I'd go for a little wander to have a look, see as to what the other presenters are doing. I often take my little remote control, see if it changes the PowerPoint slides, but that's a bit naughty really, isn't it? But I was going around this big hotel, big presentations going on, just checking out all the presenters. And there was 4 things that I noticed that presenters often do wrong. Four classic mistakes. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, I'm not, I make them myself, but as long as we're aware of these 4 classic mistakes, we can stop ourselves from doing it when we're presenting to people, can't we? The first one is a failure to engage. Let's pop this up there. To engage with the audience. Not enough eye contact, not enough questioning, not enough stories, metaphors to engage with people. And that failure to engage with the audience is a big problem that professional presenters have, particularly subject matter experts who are experts at their topic. And the audience don't feel part of the presentation, they just feel as though they're being talked to, which is a shame really, isn't it? That's mistake number 1. Now, linking in with that one, of course, is the problem of too much information, an information dump. I've seen this time and time again. It's horrible, it's painful, it kills audiences without a shadow of a doubt. The person thinks they know everything about the topic, they probably do, and they think that you, the audience, want to know it all as well, so they just dump all the information they possibly can at you, often with too many PowerPoint slides as well, which I'm coming on to with my 4th one. The secret, though, is to know what the audience needs to know. Obviously, what's the objective or whatever, but what does the audience need to know in order to move their world forward in their objectives or whatever it is? And sift through the information, just sieve it right down to the bare bones almost. It doesn't necessarily mean you're not an expert. In fact, it takes an expert to make something complicated appear simple, and that's really, and the information dump is a bad thing to do, isn't it? The third one for you then is ending on a whimper. There we are, ending on a whimper. I've seen a lot of presenters who do a decent presentation, I suppose, and then it just comes to an end. Just ends. There's nothing happening. There's no call to action. There's no funny story or whatever it is. It just ends, and that's not right, is it? And even worse, when they end on a Q&A. Okay, let's go to questions now. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody got any questions? No? Okay, well, thanks very much. Bye. No, not professional. If you're going to do a Q&A, which I think you should, and it's a decent length of presentation, have one halfway through and have one a couple of minutes before your planned ending. And obviously dealing with a Q&A is another issue, isn't it? So when the Q&A is finished, you then got your planned ending. I've got 1 or 2 stock ones I use. One I heard the other day, which is really, really clever. In order to manage time, I'm now going to end. I thought it was really clever. That was an ending I saw from a presenter once. And the last one, of course, which I've already mentioned as well, is too much of this thing called PowerPoint. It's horrible. Too much, too many slides, too many words, not enough pictures, images, visuals, that kind of thing. Use PowerPoint if you want to. There's other things called Prezi. Prezi's very clever as well, much better than PowerPoint. It's much more visual. Just too much PowerPoint is really Dullsville. People just fall asleep nowadays if you're doing it really badly. So if you're going to use PowerPoint, get some training on how to use it properly. There's plenty of companies that will do it. Here we have 4 classic mistakes of presenters. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. There's me going around the room watching all these other presenters. They probably come and see my presentation going on as well. They might have a big old chuckle, probably do anyway. So I hope you found that useful. Paul Archer, paularcher.com.